Here's our fresh shipment of morel mushrooms going to the airport in Prince George to be sent off to other parts of the world. Well, it's a quiet day in camp, and Randy's taking those mushrooms to the airport, so you know it takes 4 hours probably to do that. I'm glad we have this wood stove. I can hang out and play the guitar. Look who it is after 5 hours. How was your journey to civilization?
I've seen people and more people. I've seen airplanes.
Well, it's been raining all day. It's good for the mushrooms. Oh, there's a mushroom down there. So I just picked 4 here, left that one, and you can see a little flush of pins coming here. New flush coming in since the rain. That's good. I see a big one. Few big ones. This area is a lot bigger than I was expecting. So somebody picked part of this little bog edge a while back. All the stems have gone totally orange, which tells me it was a while ago, and I'm still getting lots of mushrooms. It wasn't just a one and done. It's continuing to produce, which is good. And I think that the numbers we're seeing with the second flush are substantially better. Two-thirds of a bucket. Go start drying these. Well, I got back just in time. Tonight, we're making bush burritos. We got cheesy beef, onion, garlic. We even put some lobster mushroom powder in there to season it. Black pepper, salt, bit of oregano, refried beans, rice, lettuce, cabbage, tomato. And then in here, doing a huge meatloaf with potatoes. You know how it is. You always put too much on the tortilla and then you're like, can I roll that? Oh, I can. And I will. Kind of. It's like a delicacy out here. A big burrito. Since we don't want to light the fire, we've got the bottom on super low. You can control that. The coals on top, sitting on top of the Coleman with the Dutch oven. Huge meatloaf in there. Blue sky and storm clouds.
So too, they're gonna explode.
Big mushrooms. Looks pretty good. 2 degrees last night and full humidity. It's not raining right now, but the roads are just totally mud. I think this morning what I'll do is go down our little road that we're camped on. I'll go check that out, give the ground a bit of time to dry out, and then hopefully if it doesn't rain, go further in to one of the patches I was working a few days ago. See, even this road here is one of the better roads, and I could have easily gotten stuck there. If we get stuck, we're in trouble. This type of mud sticks to your tires and gets caked on there. You can see why I don't want to go, 10 kilometers down a side road on even worse roads than this. I'm gonna hop in here to start. Whoa. See, that's why it's dangerous to pick in the rain. I hope it doesn't snow. It's a flush starting here on this north slope. Yeah, here's more. Okay, that's good. Really good to see that. Baby coming in, and nice mature mushroom here. So this north slope here, like I was saying, is just starting. There's babies, but then right where it meets the clear cut and there's this extra sunny edge, I've actually found quite a few harvestable sized mushrooms. There's a couple more in there. Gotta watch for those. You ever kick a wasp nest while you're carrying a packboard through a swamp? There's quite a few mushrooms here. These ones out in the more of the bog land, they get so much water that they kind of take on these real funky looking shapes. I know I've said this in the previous episode, but these deeper shaded areas with green top trees and burnt understory are often the last places to start producing. And I don't see anything yet. I think we just need some real heat for this to get started. Yeah, so just right here, a couple of fresh morels starting. I just heard a big tree fall right where I came from about 5 minutes ago. I got the bear spray on me, but still, I've got to keep my eyes out for him because they'll sneak up on me without me even hearing them. Could be a moose. When you're foraging, it's just so easy to get laser focused on what you're doing and excited about it, and you can easily lose track of your surroundings. Those are nice. Look at that cluster. So I can take about 2/3 of these. Camera battery died there. I hope that I caught that cluster on film. The cluster was so good that I'm going to explore around here a bit more. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it was in disturbed soil where the soil had been pushed up into a little berm, and they're just thriving in that disturbed soil. That's a nice one there. Look at that. Okay, there's definitely something over there. I just heard another tree break even closer. I should probably work back towards the truck because it knows I'm here and it's not leaving. Better not be a grizz. I'm not too worried about it. I'm pretty close to the truck, but I don't feel like taking chances. And with that muddy road getting out of here, like I'm already worried about getting stuck on the way out. And I just heard branches and trees snapping again, something large. These are fresh. Look at that nice little pocket. You see my old stems here, and these babies have grown. Leave a couple. Beaut. What do you think of that, eh? Starting to get windy now. Just checking to see. Yeah, I missed one stump here, and look what's over here. I came like this, and I knew I missed a little zone here. Look at this big morel, just waiting for me here. Woo! So that's about 12 pounds right there, 11 and a half to 12 pounds. So earlier when I was checking that green forest where I thought I heard an animal there, I was saying that I've picked a tree before, well, more than once, but one time in particular I got a full basket around one tree. I've had other trees that were like half a basket to 2/3, and all of those times it was trees that were still partially green on top with orange needle trees that had died recently nearby. And so yeah, imagine. I haven't documented that yet because it's quite rare, but I got that much around one tree once. And that was in northeastern British Columbia, about 150 kilometers down logging roads from the town of Tumbler Ridge. So this one is no good. It's starting to blow out, but it's also gone orange and it's too waterlogged, and you can see it's squishy. Same with that one, it's just crumbly, but this one's good. And it's got a wider stem. That sort of thing is much easier to tell in person, but I still try to show it on the camera. And you know, even when the mushrooms are starting to do that, if you grade as you're harvesting and you're selective, you can still come out with a nice looking bucket of mushrooms. Can't leave these honkers. This is the second time harvesting here, and I've managed to pick more on the second pass than the first pass, and I am seeing babies still coming, so I think I could probably come back here again in maybe a week. I think this will be the best harvest through here though. I've got about 15 pounds out of here, and it's a small area, so that's pretty good. Okay, I think what I'll do now is have some chocolate covered mango, and then go check out this plantation. There's been a wolf around our camp. I haven't actually seen him, but I keep seeing fresh wolf scat, and I've managed to find his prints in the mud. I'm not nearly as worried about the wolves. They come up to me before, and they're usually just curious. It's just another reason to keep our food away, because they will snatch a steak if we leave it out. Oh, there's actually quite a few starting in here. Lots of babies coming, and then this first flush here is actually a good size. I can take about half. Woo! That looks good. Nice too. Look at those. Big ones around here. There's a bigger one over here. Beautiful. And these are nice too. It's better over here. Just full maturity, but I'd say they're still okay. I gotta save battery here, so I'm shutting down for a sec. Well, that was way better than expected, and I'm not done. I've kind of hit the edge here. There's a bog ravine between me, and there might be more ground over there, but I can do that separately. Oh, there's some big ones around here. We're back in the big ones. I mean, look at some of these. They're nice. They're very nice. Okay, there's a nice big one over here. Look at that one. That's a pretty good cluster, isn't it? It's exciting. Nice and firm too. Well, that broke all my expectations. I really wasn't expecting to find that many because I walked through there not that long ago and there was almost no babies, but they've just ballooned out. It's crazy how fast they have grown. I got more than a full bucket there. Going back to the truck, gonna put them in baskets and do it again. Like that. Okay, let's try it again. Woo. Another crazy looking cluster. Look at that. Just wild. 3 clusters like that here around this one stump. Look, there's that one. There's a smaller one here, but they're very fresh. And there's another good sized one here. These ones are full maturity. So I'll show you. They're still good, still firm, but the stipe here has the little bumps on it. But it's not orange either. See? Solid, but definitely on the mature side. Now that is a heck of a stem base. These ones are a more recent flush. We'll leave a couple here. This one. Take a few of these. This one is the most mature, but they're still firm. They're not crumbling when I squeeze. They might get graded into B grade at the end of the season on the grading racks. I'm gonna leave a few of those. See, these ones just don't look quite as nice to me. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but it sounded like a moose. Hard to tell though. They do break a lot of branches as they move through the bush. Okay, we're in 4 low with the mud rut setting on. Randy is nowhere to be found. And then I came in here and he got a whole basket. So you know what happened, right? He got Morel fever. He's got Morel fever, and now he's out picking. Morel just doesn't want to come off my fingers, so I'm using steel wool. These 3 were from me, that one's from Randy. So I got around 40 pounds there. So with his, we're already over, I'd say we're over 50 pounds. I see Randy coming down the trail where I just got firewood. Whew. How you doing, eh?
Hurt my wrist.
Oh.
And then my knees, other knees bugging me.
Okay, I got those in the dryer. We still got a little bit of room in the dryer. It's not the greatest weather for drying right now, but we got the wood stove room, so we should be okay. If I have to, I'll get the diesel heater going later. But right now, there's still a hillside near camp I want to check, but because it's middle of the day, I'm gonna go up this road for a bit. There's a few. They're almost, yeah, they're too old. Missed these ones. time for dinner. We made it last night. We're eating it today. Doing this, you just burn through carbs and fat, so. We got quarters, halves, and I couldn't be bothered. Oh, they look 50% dried. So as those mushrooms dry back, they become way more durable. The pine needles that get in there when you walk through the plantations, they fall in your bucket. And they're clean, right? But we can't leave them in there in the long run. However, they can go in the dryer, and if they don't get sucked out through the fan, then what we do is we dry the mushrooms back. Once they're mostly dry, they're very durable, and at that point you can handle them way more and take out those pine needles without breaking off the gills. These mushrooms will also get a pretty thorough cleaning and then a very thorough grading at the very end once we're done the season. What you got there, eh? Oh, mushrooms.
Half bucket, 3/4 bucket.
Nice.
Third, 2/3.
I'm going for one more quick pick and you can't stop me. Finish off here. We want to do a line on our shop of jumbo stuffers, and some of the mushrooms today might be large enough for those when dried. I saw this, so I'm pretty excited to see what's ahead of me here. Wow, it's a rose bush. Beautiful. These roses are getting me bad. Happy to have these right now. Hey, a morel within a morel. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video today. It was actually a really good day. We're not sure exactly what we got, between 80 and 90 pounds maybe in total. And some really nice jumbos today. Those were nice to harvest. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel to see more content. If you want to support us further, we have our online shop, which is linked in the description. We try to put the nicest ones on the shop. Hope you have yourself a great day, and we'll see you next time.